Thank you for coming to High School Backups Podcast. My name is Nick, and this is episode 24. I am concisely sure that is correct. Why? Because that is my favorite number, and Kyle also confirmed this for me 20 minutes ago. Thank you for coming to our episode today. We are very excited to have you. Today is going to be a kind of an elaboration on what we've been doing the last few weeks. We're going to be going through and doing the full schedule pick'ems, if you will, for the full NFL season, seeing where all the teams line up together, go through the playoffs, and that's going to be a majority of our episode. We are going to start today's episode with just a few pieces here and there throughout the sports world of what's happened over the last week or so. Here, there, everywhere. This camera, this camera, this camera. Tell them what you're up to. Let's go. I am a big fan of hot ones. Anyways, so Serena Williams announces retirement after almost 20 years of playing.
Almost 30.
Over 20 years? Almost 30, really? Was 27?
27.
Oh my God. 27 years of competitive tennis and being on top for a large majority of that 27. One of the most incredible, one of the GOATs of our generation. If I could do a top 10 athletes list, she would 100% be on there. Any thoughts?
She's officially retiring after she competes in the U.S. Open later this month. So she has one more tournament left in her. I hope she goes out with a bang. I hope she wins it all, to be honest. Just to see, that should be her ending. That should be her storybook ending, that she wins one of the top 4 tennis tournaments. That should be how she goes out.
I agree. We're all super excited, and I will probably be watching and keeping up. Hopefully she'll go on the first round again. Hopefully she's good, healthy, good to go. At the very least, it's probably going to be similar to Tiger. It's hard to go out on top. Tom Brady had a chance at it, and he threw it away, so we'll see if he can do it again. I personally predict that. I know a bunch of us do. We'll see.
He can still do it.
Other news as well. The Rangers have made one of the most controversial decisions in all of hockey history, making their second best player their captain. Okay? Their second best player their captain. That's not
second
their third-year player.
Third
best.
He's not even
that.
My God. I'd say he's like 8th best player on the team, to be honest. Okay. At the what? What, Jake?
Nothing. I'm just shaking my finger at you, Kyle.
Oh, okay. So I was very upset when they first announced it this morning, but I've come around a little bit. So, first, I was really hoping it would be Chris Kreider, who had he had the best season of his career last year, scoring 52 goals. He had 17 points in the playoffs, which is pretty hard to do this day and age, unless you're a superstar. And so I was really hoping it would be him as the captain. He's also been the longest tenured player on the Rangers. And then the Rangers went out on a limb, a really broken twig of a limb, and decided to pick the 3rd best defenseman on the team, who, let's say, had some controversial hits that may or may not have been legal. If you're a Rangers fan, they're legal. If you're one of the 30 other fans, they're illegal.
Like Brad Marchand.
Pretty much. So he is not the cleanest player in the league. He had 3 controversial penalties in the must-win game for the Rangers in Game 6 this past playoff against the Tampa Bay Lightning. So I'm not sure if that's what I would call a captain, someone who takes those costly penalties like that. However, after hearing a lot of what the Rangers players have said over Twitter for the past 12 hours or so, they are all super supportive of him, and they have been wanting him to be captain since last year. The GM just didn't want to name a captain last year. So he was actually going to be named a captain last August. They just didn't do it yet. So after
I have 2 points. Fair enough. Okay, 2 points. 1, this country chose Donald Trump as a president, therefore anything can happen. Number 2, I no matter what your political beliefs are, I don't care if you're fired. Number 2, Austin's dog looks cute as hell.
Hey, babe.
The pupper's back there wagging its tail. I had to say that. Kyle, any last thoughts on that? I'm sorry.
That's adorable. Kyle, are you good?
Yes.
Yeah,
Are you good on that subject? Okay, great.
Yeah. So we got some NFL updates too. So
yes,
Yeah,
go
NFL.
ahead, Jake.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Football is back, baby. We got the Hall of Fame game last week. We got the Patriots preseason game on Thursday. I'm repping. I'm ready. I got the Jones jersey on. Raiders win that game 27-11. Josh McDaniels actually made the controversial decision to play Josh Jacobs in that game. Don't know why, but hey. The Raiders looked really good. Our boy Jared Stidham, old Patriot, looked good.
Oh God.
It's a game that no starters really play, but we're just excited to have football back. We got less than a month until opening day now. Or just about a month. It might just be over. I can't remember. Also, big injury news. Jets offensive lineman Mekhi Becton fractured his kneecap, likely out for the season. There's some other news that we saw today. I think Jakeem Grant of the Cleveland Browns tore his Achilles. That was something that was reported. Nick, am I missing any big ones?
No, those are the two main big ones. Mekhi Becton's bigger news than Jakeem Grant.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Jakeem Grant he just keeps getting hurt, dude. Every year, the dude, so fast, he just keeps getting hurt.
It's the same thing with Mekhi Becton. I mean, last year he missed significant time with an injury, and now he fractures his kneecap, which
How the hell do you
sucks
fracture a kneecap?
It happens, dude. Which sucks for the Jets, because if he's healthy, he's the best offensive lineman on the team, at least athletically. And he incredibly helps their run game and the pass protection of Zach Wilson's blindside. So it's just one of those things that you can't have a left tackle that can't stay healthy. It's just... And it sucks for Mekhi Becton because he's good. He's real good. He went 11th overall to the Jets, I want to say.
Yeah, it was pretty early. And Jake, you did miss something vitally important, okay?
What's up?
The GOAT positional monster house in the playoffs retired 2 days ago. Danny Amendola retired 2 days ago. The legend, my favorite Patriot of all time. That's cap. But he is my low-key, not even low-key, favorite player of all time. I followed him in college. I tell this story all the time. Why do I have an Amendola jersey? I said, I'm going to choose one player to watch in college and watch him all the way through the NFL. I turn on a game. It's Texas A&M. This motherfucker ran back a punt all the way back to the touchdown, and he literally ran it back, and I'm like, let's go.
That's funny because I thought Danny Amendola went to Texas Tech.
I'm pretty sure he went to Texas A&M. It's one of the two. I always get him flipped though.
I really want to be right. I really want to be right.
I don't know if I want you to be right.
I really want to be right.
I followed him all the way throughout college.
Okay, it is Texas Tech, but think about that. That was 15 years ago. I never remember which one it was. I really don't. But I did.
I only remember because Texas Tech is where all the small white slot receivers come from, man.
Okay, that's fair. I do always, in my fairness, I do always get those confused, and I did watch him. I watched him in his days with the Rams. I watched him with the Patriots. I watched him when he was with both Houston and Detroit. I love the man. I have 3 of his jerseys as Patriots. He was always my favorite player, not named Brady or the mainstays.
Not to get reminiscent, but didn't Danny Amendola have the game-winning touchdown grab in the conference championship against the Jaguars?
He sure did. I actually have a picture at my mom's house, my parents' house, that has him catching one of the Super Bowl touchdowns against the I think it was the Falcons, if I'm remembering correctly. But anyways, yeah, I have one of those, as well as a few others. He was my favorite player. I just followed him for a long time. So, anyways, he retired. He actually went on Colin Cowherd's podcast, a few other podcasts talking about it. The dude's fantastic. I love his chiseled chin. Nothing else about it. I love the dude. So, anyways,
hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm the same way about Lynn Bowden Jr. You guys know who he is at all? No,
I don't.
Okay, so he was a receiver. He was a nasty receiver at Kentucky, and then Kentucky a few years ago, when he was in college, had all of their quarterbacks essentially they all got hurt. They had 4 quarterbacks on the roster and they all got hurt. So he had to go play quarterback. And then the Dolphins drafted him and I was like, crap. Now he's on the Raiders, so it's all good. Or am I flipping that? Got drafted by the Raiders and now he's on the Dolphins. I had the exact same feeling about Lynn Bowden Jr. that you do about Danny Amendola. That's the point of the story.
Hey, dude, I love me some Danny Dimes, but not Danny Dimes. Screw Danny Dimes. I love me some Danny Amendola, but no, Danny Dimes has 3 of the worst training camp passes I've ever seen. I watched Jared Stidham throw it to the stands. Anyways,
And hey, Kyle, the one where Stidham actually throws it to the stands, that's more of an actual throwaway than that one you claim is a throwaway. Anyways, if you want to see what he's talking about, go to our Twitter and you'll see it on there.
yeah, they're all there.
Anyways,
all right, moving on. That's the bigger
bit,
I
Let's talk
can't
a little
wait
bit
for
of baseball,
Daniel Jones to lead this
Oh,
team
go ahead, Austin.
12-5. Can't.
Since we're still doing just the quick hits, here we go with the news that happened. One, the Red Sox let go of Jackie Bradley Jr., and the Blue Jays signed him to a one-year deal at the vet minimum, I think
That's
it
a
is.
mistake.
I wish the people listening on Spotify could see my face right now.
Yeah. No. Jackie Bradley Jr. is one of the most inconsistent players in MLB history, and there's stats to prove it. That's all.
Yes,
So
when it
wait,
comes
Jake,
to offense,
you said something very key there. I don't know if we've mentioned it yet.
Oh yeah, boys, we're on Spotify.
That's true. That just kind of like sailed over everybody. So we are there. If you want to listen and you don't want to watch us because our faces are ugly, you can listen to us instead.
Austin, you're gorgeous. What are you talking about?
Oh, thanks, bud. So are you.
All right, back into NFL.
Anyway,
back into MLB news. My bad.
So, anyways, Jackie Bradley Jr. was released by the Boston Red Sox on Thursday of last week. He is batting .210 with 3 homers and 29 RBIs in 92 games a season. So his offense isn't all that great, but most people are not going to take him for that. He is one of the best defensive outfielders there is, especially center fielders. That man tracks the ball like nobody. So that definitely helps the Blue Jays, especially in a playoff push and postseason berth that they'll be having to be able to compete with the likes of the Astros if the Yankees can turn it around a little bit and be more competitive again. But either way, whoever they're going to face is going to make them more competitive. Big L for the Red Sox. I'm not really sure why they did that. Let's go to the second L the Red Sox had. This happened yesterday.
Vasquez, bud, yeah.
Well, okay, we'll go with that first, which I think happened before last week's episode. Yeah, before last week's episode. So they did trade away Christian Vasquez. Didn't really make a ton of sense in my opinion. Red Sox moves at the deadline made really no sense, but they did.
Yeah, it was weird. I agree.
Who did they get from the Padres? Who did they get from the Padres?
It's their first baseman. I can't think of his name. Yeah, Hosmer, whatever his name was, Hosmer.
Eric Hosmer. So that is good for them to pick up him on an expiring contract. I think in 2 years. I think he has like 2 years left on the deal, but they're not paying for a lot of it.
Oh, he's playing well though. To be honest,
he is playing well. So you have him for a couple years. He's better than Franchi Cordero. So
yeah,
Go ahead, Nick. You got something?
I was gonna say, you want to know the actual Red Sox player's opinion? None of this fucking matters, okay? Hein Bloom is the worst GM in Red Sox history. Get me Dombrowski again, for the love of God. We're gonna lose Rafael Devers, Xander Bogaerts, and Mookie Betts for free because of Hein Bloom being the dumbest mother effer I've ever heard as a GM. What is the point? For the love of God. And by the way, just on some Yankees news, they got swept by the Cardinals. That's how I'm going to feel better about this. So just so you know.
I mean, the Cardinals are in the playoffs, so
Cardinals are a bad team.
The Red Sox can't decide whether they want to buy or sell every other trade deadline.
Yep.
And it's starting to annoy the living piss out of me. Austin, keep going because I can't keep listening to this.
Red Sox are making the playoffs. They're done.
Here's your next L for the Red Sox.
Dead last.
That's obviously the big one. Chris Sale broke his hand after he had just broken his right wrist in a bike accident.
Worst contract in the MLB.
Same hand?
So his right wrist, which is his pitching hand, right? Or is he lefty? I don't remember.
He's a righty. He's a righty.
So Chris Sale broke his right wrist in a bike accident over the weekend and will miss the rest of the season, the team said. The latest setback during an injury-plagued 3 years for the Boston Ace. Sale had surgery Monday and is expected to be ready for the start of spring training next year. Will he actually be? Your guess is as good as mine because this dude hasn't been ready in 2 years.
I'm going to sum it up for you here, okay? Red Sox effing suck, okay? They are doggy doo-doo. I give up on all the Yankees. The Yankees could lose every game, and they're still going to be up by 15 games because the Red Sox are also going to lose every game.
Okay, so I'm moving on to other stuff, but I had to say those.
Thank you.
So, Nick, are the Red Sox still going to catch up to the Yankees by the end of
No, because they did nothing. They did nothing.
I just
They
wanted to make sure we agreed there.
This isn't the Red Sox. This is a skeleton of what the Red Sox used to be. Okay, that is it.
Okay.
That is over. We're moving on from the Red Sox. Okay.
We
Move
have
on.
to pay. We have to pay homage to Vin Scully because I don't remember if he died
Yes.
after or
Rest in
before.
peace.
Rest in
But
peace.
one of the best announcers and callers for the MLB ever. He was with the Dodgers, so one of the best and most known voices that has ever been in that game.
Facts.
And then what was the other big one I wanted to talk about? There was
Juan
another.
Soto? No, we talked about it last week.
Yeah, we talked about that. I mean, I'm not going to go back and do it. There's another one for the Red Sox, but I won't do that again.
Please don't.
So I did want to say the Yankees also lost Matt Carpenter, so that's a big hit for them.
Yes,
Not sure
that
when
was
he'll be
today,
back.
I think.
Last night's game. He fouled off the ball in I think it was the first or second inning off his back foot and fractured one of the small bones in the foot. And he
Most painful, by the way.
Yeah, so they only put him in the 10-day IL, which means they're looking at he probably could be back. We'll see. They're gonna have to see. What it doesn't look like he's gonna need surgery or anything, significant like that. So he should be okay, able to just stay in a boot for the 10 days and then reevaluate after that. So hopefully he's not out for the postseason. That's their big issue there. And then just the Yankees obviously have been not terrible. They've been mediocre for the last month and a half now, where they had that scorching first 2 months, got out to a huge lead, and have been resting on that for the last month and a half because July they went 13-13, so they stayed right where they were, and then this month so far they're like 2-6, 2-7, something like that. So they haven't started out August great. Had a 5-game skid that they just ended last night, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, they need to build momentum the rest of August and September into the playoffs. We'll see. They did see some good stuff happening, but guys like Andrew Benintendi, who they brought in, he is hitting again, stuff like that. And then the only thing that I want to say is, as great as Cashman was at the deadline, I still don't understand the trading away one of our starters in Jordan Montgomery, who was one of the most consistent starters over the last 4 years when healthy. He hadn't had a single season where he stayed healthy that his ERA went above 4. He was like 3 to 3.5, which in the MLB is a great third or fourth option on a starting rotation and a playoff rotation. Why we got rid of him, I know what Cashman said. I don't agree with him. Starting pitching is always more important than an outfielder when that's one of your strengths, especially when the guy has plantar fasciitis and may not even play for you this season. So we'll see what happens, but I did not like that, and it's so far this August, since the trade deadline, it has been biting us in the butt. So
Yes.
he also, that pitcher played against them the next series, Jordan Montgomery, and they got no runs. Yeah, the Cardinals played against him, and Jordan Montgomery pitched the Yankees to a no score, 1-0. I was like,
yeah,
that just backfired so bad in your face. Like, he literally came and was like, screw you, and almost not quite hit you, but like, it was bad. It was really bad. So anyways.
Now, Austin, is that it for MLB stuff?
Yeah, that's the big stuff.
I did miss one thing in NFL news, and it's huge. We got 2 things that I want to cover real quick. First, NFL stuff. Roquan Smith requested a trade from the Bears earlier today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Bill Belichick, for the love of the Lord, you know what to do. Go trade a first-round pick for this man and make my linebacking core faster, please. Second, Kyle, I know you wanted to plug the Instagram, so I want to give you the time and space to do that real quick.
Yes, please, everyone. I want all 4 of you. I need some more likes and comments on that Instagram, so our followers, except Jake. Jake's active like every day, but like, every single weekend we do trivia on our Instagram as well as a fact right after the trivia question. So if you guys want to boost your sports knowledge, make sure you go onto our Instagram. And always follow our sports trivia that we do every single weekend. We also do every breaking news update as well as some fun random sports news, like Aaron Rodgers getting high off shrooms to be hit MVP. That was covered on our Instagram.
Someone drug test this man.
Did you see the NFL's response to that, by the way?
No, I didn't.
The NFL said that is not in violation of their drug policies. Aaron's like,
Hold
off
on.
Josh
Hold
Gordon,
on.
78
Josh
games
Gordon
for
lost his
weed.
career for weed, but it's okay for Rodgers to do hallucinogens?
Yeah.
Josh Gordon was
Which
addicted
is
to the
worse?
wrong
Let's
drug.
see.
Yes.
Josh
Thank you,
Gordon was
Justin.
addicted to the wrong drug. It's high school backups on Instagram, by the way.
High school
Go like
backups
it,
on Instagram.
interact with it. Kyle does a great job on the Instagram, so just plug that. Nick,
Yes,
I know
Totally.
you want
Yes.
to get going to the predictions. So
2 quick hits before we get into the predictions. This will be pretty much the rest of our podcast here. One, me, Kyle, and Steve, who's not here, will be going to the Patriots preseason game 1 this Thursday. We will definitely be taking pictures, and we'll be putting those on both social medias, so definitely know that will be happening. We're very excited. Number 2, Bruins did sign both Patrice Bergeron and David Krejci to 1-year contracts. That is a huge, secure, at least one more year, first line, second line centers, maybe even third line. All you know is that you just stirred up the veterans on the team, which, God, for the love of God, you needed with a new coach. So let's get right into predictions. I know Kyle agrees and thinks this is a good idea, and I know the are happy. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get right into our thing here. I'm going to share my screen.
we're going straight to week 1, right?
Going ahead and doing literally every game for the whole season. We're going to do this quick. It's going to be some obvious ones. We'll kind of talk about it, be together. We're going to try to do this in 35 minutes. We're going to see how well we can do that.
I don't know how well that's going to go.
We're going to try. We're going to try. So there's going to be some obvious ones. I'm just going to click, and if I click something you disagree with, please tell me. But I think that there's some obvious ones here. I'm going to skip the ones that are not obvious. How about that?
Okay,
That's the way I'm
fine.
going to do it. I'm trying.
You're doing good.
Okay. So far, so good. Okay, those are my.
I will say the only one I disagree with there is I think the Lions come out with a win in week 1, but you don't.
I
have
think
to,
this
you
could
don't
go
have to agree
either
with that.
way.
I also think the Saints have a guaranteed victory against the Falcons there. I don't think that's really that debatable.
I don't know what Jameis though. That's the thing. I'm a little anxious.
I don't think it matters, even with
They
Taysom
do.
or Jameis.
They have
I don't
Andy
think it
Dalton
matters.
and Ian Book above Taysom Hill on
Yeah.
that depth chart. So
Exactly.
Now, moving into the more controversial ones here, Nick. Go ahead. Start us with the Patriots and Dolphins.
Okay, so as much as I'd love to choose, I chose the Patriots in mine. I think the Dolphins are at home. I think that's fair as long as we split it, because I do think they at least split it this year finally.
I agree with that. Dolphins and that Miami Heat against the Patriots have always been traditionally very good.
Yes. Chargers versus Oakland. I do think the Chargers are at home. I think they're come out super hot.
Agree with that.
Yep.
Someone, Austin, feel free to yell if you disagree with any of these super heavily. I think this is the surprise of this. I do think that the Bills could definitely come away with this first game of the season.
I have the Rams, but I understand why you think the Bills could win that game.
Can we just do a tie? Can we do a tie? No, we're not going to do it. But
Also
I think Bills.
Bills,
Oh, Justin, you're the tiebreaker.
Justin, Bills
I was
or
on
Rams?
Bills.
Okay. Browns, I don't know. If there's no Deshaun Watson, it's probably
Baker
Baker.
revenge game, baby.
I didn't know with this one. I'd probably go Chiefs because there's no D-Hop.
There's no D-Hop, so I'm going Chiefs.
I'm going. I would think Vikings because I think that they have a gross team.
I've got the Vikings. I think Aaron Rodgers needs some time to adjust with no weapons.
Okay, awesome, great. Moving on quickly to the next one. That's how we're gonna do this. Again, I'm gonna do ones that feel obvious. I think the Patriots win as well. I don't know about that one actually.
I've got
that
the
one.
Jags over the
Jets-
Colts in week 2 as an upset.
Jets are
but that's
winning.
just an upset.
I think Jets are winning over Cleveland.
I also
With,
agree.
with
get-
no,
we'll
there's
get
gonna
to
be
that.
no.
Well, we'll
We'll
get
get
there. I go through and do the really what feel like very obvious ones because there are some.
Alright, San Fran.
The
Green
Rams over the
Bay-
Falcons
Green
is
Bay's
pretty
winning.
obvious.
Okay,
Rams-
thank you. Sorry, I skipped over that. My bad.
It's okay.
Packers over Bears.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
We got a lot
Okay,
to
go
talk
ahead.
about here. No, we just got a lot to talk about. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Chargers.
Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs at home.
No
I'm
doubt
taking Chiefs
Chargers.
home.
I think that the Chiefs have a really rough start. I think the Chargers as well.
We got Justin tiebreaker here.
What's making you think the Chiefs are gonna have a rough start?
I think that I think this game is more of the rough start is because of how good the other team they're facing is. I think that the Chargers with Justin Herbert, especially having J.C. Jackson, Khalil Mack on the opposite side, already gave the Chiefs hell.
And
Are going to give the
Smith.
Chiefs super hell.
You're making
And
a
now
fair
it-
point. Was thinking the Chiefs.
So
I would
the
say
other,
If you
Go
think
ahead, Jake.
Chiefs, that's fine. Whatever you want
the
to do.
other
Jess.
side of the argument is that the Chiefs are very good at home. Arrowhead is one of the loudest stadiums, and that fan base can absolutely not rattle Justin Herbert, but can have an influence in the game. That's why when it's a toss-up, I pick home teams for the most part.
But
That's
no
why I
Tyreek
was
Hill.
doing that.
I was gonna
There-
say, I would say without Tyreek Hill and Justin Herbert's had 4 games now, or 2 games now at Arrowhead. He understands what's gonna be happening. I just and personally, I think Herbert's the better quarterback, anyways, in that matchup. That's my personal opinion.
Wow.
I think
he's
it's,
better.
I think it's
What?
close. I think it's close. I don't think.
Um,
I think they're both top 5.
Oh,
That's
I would
fair.
agree, but I would definitely, in my opinion, at this point, I'm definitely taking Herbert if I'm starting like a franchise. Me and my cousin were having a discussion the other day.
He's younger,
But-
yeah.
Even at this point, like if you put them at the same age, I think I'm taking Herbert over Mahomes. I think Herbert's got the better. They're equal in arm talent. Mahomes might be a better scrambler, but not in a like, so much that I'm worried
Justin
about
Herbert's
it.
so big. Justin Herbert's so big.
Right, and Herbert has the better throwing motion. I think he's got better footwork. Like he's just, I think, better fundamentally than Mahomes is. Mahomes has been working on it, but I just think he's better.
I don't necessarily disagree with you either, Austin.
I
so
mean,
I'm
there's
fine.
obviously a reason why it was a 6th pick and then what, a 13th pick or whatever
Yeah.
Mahomes was. So, anyways, Justin, what do you think the Chiefs still?
I'm still with the Chiefs because of the stadium and
Okay.
home field
Okay.
advantage.
That's
Chiefs
okay.
will
We're
go.
doing this as a squad. That's all that matters. So, Jets, I would
I'm
feel
going
fine
Jets.
choosing the Jets here because no Deshaun
I've-
Watson. That's
I've got the Browns, but if you pick the Jets, I don't think it's a bad pick.
I mean, I'm not surprised if like Chubb runs the ball into the
That's
ground.
what I
and
was
beats
thinking
them,
as well.
But I just gotta go with the Jets overall as
Hey.
a team. I think without Sean Watson are better.
Big Dick Zach Wilson. Let's go Jets all day.
I mean,
Also,
he's coming for those moms. I mean,
you could totally tell that Jake's a lawyer based on how whatever he said. He's like, guys, if you choose the other one, like I completely get it. I would choose the
No,
other
but
one.
I do.
Like, completely
Like it's
get
not
it.
even about. It's
I
not even a
completely
lawyer
get
thing,
the
though.
other opinion, but mine, I would choose something different.
Listen, you're
Uh.
entitled to your wrong opinion.
Okay. Anyways. Okay. Well, here's my right opinion. Panthers beat the Giants in week 2.
I got the Giants.
yep. Panthers.
I agree that the Panthers win that game.
Okay. Well, if Kyle agrees, I'll go with it.
Suck.
Okay.
Okay, that's not true.
Dolphins and
Hold on,
Ravens.
hold on,
I'd take the
really
Ravens
quick
at
about
home.
that game. Really quick
I
about
got the
that.
Ravens. I've got the Ravens. Just move on.
Yes,
let it go. I got the Ravens.
No, no,
I've
no.
got the Ravens.
But Panthers Giants, because the only reason is Baker is the better quarterback. I think that's really what it comes down to. I think the
Well, at least you're
surrounding
admitting it.
running team. Is that really a debate? Like I looked
I-
at it, but how can you?
Whoa, I'm
argue
definitely
it?
going Tampa Bay.
Yeah. No, I rolled with the Saints.
I'm rolling with Saints.
Are they
Uh,
home? Oh, they are home.
Yeah.
Saints
And
are
I'm
Tom
still
Brady.
going. Okay, but we
I'm
don't
still
know
going
if
Tampa.
this is week 2, so we don't even know if
Yes.
what's his name's going to be available.
But Taysom Hill won a game in New Orleans last year against the Bucks, so that's my
yeah,
argument.
Okay,
with Sean
again,
Payton.
Yes.
Again,
Yes,
Taysom Hill is not the
without
QB2.
Michael Thomas.
Okay,
Taysom Hill is not QB2. They have Andy Dalton and Ian Book.
That's why
and
it's the
Tom
bare
Brady
minimum.
struggles in New Orleans. It just happens. It's okay.
Okay, they're gonna tie. Okay, anyways, moving on to no, they're not. Justin, Saints or Bucks in New Orleans.
It's in New Orleans. We don't have Gronk this year, which is a big thing. Even though Gronk gets injured first or second game, anyways.
Oh my god.
We don't have Tyreek Hill because he ran off the stadium.
You
I
mean
was-
Antonio Brown, but that's okay.
Oh.
I got you.
we got
Yeah,
you. We
You're
got you.
fine.
I would be going more for Saints. The Bucks lost
Let's
a ton
go,
of their
Justin.
people.
Justin, how could you do that?
Okay,
to me?
I want to take the Lions here, but I feel
I'm
like
I'm
I
taking
would.
Lions. I'm taking Lions.
Okay, that was 3 quick ones. Vikings or Eagles? I would probably take the Vikings here. Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
god, it just updated my standings. I have no idea what is going on with my own picks, so now I got to do this blind. Wait, Nick, I think you missed the game. Go back.
He did.
Yeah, you missed the
I
Raiders.
did.
Cardinals game.
Raiders. I want the Raiders.
We don't
Yeah.
Give
even
me the
know.
Raiders. Give me
Yeah.
the Raiders. Okay. Anyways,
Marquise Brown's probably out too.
we gotta
so.
be a little bit quicker. Wait, I'm not gonna choose that one. Sorry. Wait, actually.
Ooh. Yep.
Yeah. That's
I'm
a close
okay
one.
with that.
I'm okay
We
with
can
it.
talk
It's
about
close.
it if we want, but I'm just trying to get some of these out of the freaking way.
Oh,
It's
I
okay.
think Seahawks might beat them.
Seahawks.
God damn it, you guys stink. Okay.
Okay, definitely Cowboys.
No,
I
I'd
got the
argue
Giants in that
We'll
one.
Save that one to discuss.
Okay,
No
well,
shot using
guys,
the
we're gonna have
Panthers
to go
winner.
through most of these. No, I'm choosing the Vikings. I don't care. Anyways, I feel like the Titans might pull this out, low key. Actually.
I think
No,
Raiders.
Raiders.
Okay,
I've
well, that was
got
quick.
the Titans, but we
The
lost.
Patriots at home.
No, Ravens.
Patriots.
I think the Patriots at home. I do think they win that game.
Yep.
No.
I do have the Ravens in that one because the last time we faced Lamar,
Justin, good looks. Good looks. We got to be non-biased, but this isn't biased. This is a 50-50. Tell me, be honest with me. Like, this is a 50-50. So,
It really is. Lamar Jackson's pretty good.
All right,
yes,
Colts.
like the
Colts.
Colts.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Colts. Bills, thoughts, Bills.
Bills.
I think the Bills have trouble in Miami, but I
That's
might
three
be the only one
Bills.
who thinks that way.
Okay, I'm choosing the
No, I
Texans
agree.
here.
I'm
I
fine
think
with that.
I think
I have
Davis
no
Mills
problems with
scores
that.
for 450 yards. Davis Mills, 450 yards. Brandon Cooks, 220, 3 touchdowns.
Honestly,
Simple as that.
wait,
Bears?
that's not unreasonable because you think about how the Texans are good in the beginning of the year, and Brandon gets like 300 yards in a game for like the first 6 weeks, and then they can't.
Yes,
So,
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
not unreasonable.
Broncos, 49ers. Yeah, the Broncos are good there. Let's move to the Eagles Commanders game. I'm
I'd
taking
probably
the
choose Eagles.
I'm
taking
taking the Commanders
Eagles.
at home.
I'm taking Eagles.
What did you say, Kyle?
I said Eagles.
Okay, that's 3 Eagles. Got it.
Give me the Panthers in that game.
Give me the Panthers.
Panthers.
No
What?
Jameis. We are assuming 2 things for this whole season: no Jameis, no Deshaun. Those are the 2
I'm not-
things we are
They're
assuming.
not beating Tampa and then losing to the Panthers. No shot.
I am
I
not
agree.
assuming no Jameis Winston. I think Matt Rule has to coach his godforsaken ass off because it's either win or lose his entire job. So, I'm taking the
Panthers
Panthers.
are
He
3
can
now.
coach as hard as he wants. He's losing.
I'm switching to the Saints. There's no way I'm taking the Panthers beat 3-0 right there. No shot.
Okay, I'm taking the Seahawks in this
Seahawks.
game because
Yeah,
the fact that
Seahawks.
they're
Yeah.
at home.
I'm with you. I think
LA.
that-
Give me the
Cardinals.
Rams.
Okay,
Rams with
well-
no D-Hop.
There's no D Hop, and there could potentially be no Marquise Brown as well because of his speeding.
correct. We don't know.
Giants at home.
Giants at
Giants.
home.
No,
Giants
sorry,
at home.
Cowboys. What am I saying?
Giants
Choose the
at home.
Cowboys just to make Justin pick. Cowboys or Giants, Justin?
Ooh.
Giants have the advantage. It's not Dallas is Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
I want to go for Dak Prescott, but there's the home field advantage there.
Are you taking the Giants?
Yeah, I'm picking the Giants.
Thank God.
Okay.
I can't
The
wait for the
Cowboys.
Giants to go 0-17.
Okay.
Stop.
Kyle's gonna give
There's-
us the worst if they go
No, that's
17
not.
and 0.
Sorry.
Oh, you know I will. Absolutely.
It's a good
That's
thing
not
there's
gonna
no
happen.
there's no possible way that happens. So I don't
Nick,
have to
yeah, that
worry.
one's obvious.
Giants over
Probably.
Bears is not obvious. I was like,
Probably.
No,
I was
Justin
thinking
Fields is gonna
probably.
run all over you and throw.
Okay. Okay. The rest of these. Does anyone have any disagreements with those picks?
No.
No.
Don't
Okay.
think so.
No.
Okay. Probably the Colts at home, right? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Colts.
I'm
Colts.
taking JT to run all over the Titans.
Uh-huh.
I just okay. If we have the same, if I have the argument for the Patriots to beat the Baltimore that they can't throw to anyone other than Mark Andrews, then I have to choose the Bills for the exact same reason.
I have no problem with that. I take the Raiders at home against the
I
Broncos there.
completely agree.
I'm going to take the Browns on the road because I think
I'm
the
gonna take
Falcons are
the
that bad.
Falcons on that one. Falcons
Can we
have-
just-
I,
Wow.
I'm taking the Falcons. What do you
Austin?
think, Austin?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Falcons
Okay.
makes sense.
Wow.
Dude, I keep
I'm
thinking,
taking
bro. I'm like,
Pats.
who the hell is Aaron Rodgers going to pass to? Like who? The Patriots have a subpar defense. Who are they going to pass to? Aaron Jones? That's it.
No, but it's Aaron Rodgers has had this issue before, and he has found ways to make it happen. Playing at Lambeau.
He's not like Tom Brady though. That's my thing.
No, but he's still just as good as making something out of nothing.
Okay, so
He
here's
finds
my
a
thing.
way.
Here's my thing with this game. What the Patriots do well, they run the ball well, and even when their defense is technically subpar, it tends to be top 15 because Bill Belichick is a defensive mastermind. So this game will be close, but I think the Patriots win it like 21-17.
with the run game.
And it's gonna be a run game. The Packers defense doesn't have a good, like, they're not good against the run.
They
It's
just
not
have
something
a
they do.
great corner. They have a great Jair Alexander. That's it.
Their defense is actually pretty good against the pass. Like, the pass defense is top tier. Their run defense isn't very good. I'm going to take the Pats there.
We're not doing the scores, by the way. We're just gonna leave them
No.
off.
I'm taking the Bucks at home.
Yeah, probably the Bucks at
Yeah.
home. Yeah.
Can we
I'm
look at
taking
that
the
AFC
Commanders,
West
actually.
division though? Like, jeez.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's gonna be
I think
close.
the Commanders take it. It's a close game, but I think the defense comes up clutch. Actually, no, Micah Parsons.
No
I think
shot
Chiefs-
Dallas is starting 0-5.
Yeah, no, I agree.
There's no shot Dallas is
They
starting
good?
0-5. You guys haven't picked
No.
I mean,
Or 0-4,
hold on, did
whatever
we
it
miss
was.
anything? Did we miss one?
I think you missed one.
I think you missed one.
No, he did.
Oh,
He was
no,
good.
no, he's good.
Trust me. Okay. Oh wait, that's not obvious.
I think
That's
Broncos
obvious.
are winning that one actually. At home?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna skip that then.
You don't want Davis Mills for another 400 yards over the Jaguars?
Shut up.
That Chargers one's obvious.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Without
sorry. I
Deshaun,
didn't even
that's
see that one.
obvious.
I'm trying to go through this
Green
pretty
Bay,
quickly.
Green Bay,
Green Bay's obvious.
Saints,
The
Tampa.
Bucks is obvious. I don't think that's obvious.
Okay.
Not with what's his face starting.
Trey Lance. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's still
with-
starting.
Without D-Hop, I'm taking the Eagles in that one, to be very honest with you.
Because he's at what? How many weeks is he out?
They
6?
6
start the.
weeks.
I don't
6
think they
weeks.
start 1-4.
I do without D-Hop,
Well, okay,
absolutely.
they don't have D Hop, and we still don't know about Marquise Brown. If Marquise Brown's there, they can win a couple. If they're both
You know what? That's
out,
fair. I'm with you. Okay. This
So
is
really
probably
quick, before
obvious.
you
The Bills.
go to the Giants-Packers game, I don't think the Giants will win, but I do think it will be a little bit closer just because that is in London. So because
I'm
that's
okay.
in London, they have that no home field advantage. I still think
Fine,
the Packers
Kyle.
win. No, I still think the Packers win because it's Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are better. I
Fine.
just think it'll be a
11
little
to
bit
10.
closer.
Whatever. It is. So.
I'll allow it. All right,
Anyways.
carry on.
Bengals.
Probably the
I'm gonna
Bengals, right?
I'm going to take the Bengals. Again, close game, but I think the Bengals are going to go on an absolute tear. I think.
Why do I feel like Oakland wins this game?
You mean Las
Oh,
Vegas?
they're Vegas.
Las Vegas, yeah, you know what I mean. The Raiders.
That's a.
Yeah,
The Raiders.
Raiders are honestly going to be one of the better teams in that division.
2 and 3,
I
I'm
think
fine
it'd be
with
top two.
them starting that way. The Chiefs.
I
That's how they were
don't.
last year, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't love it. I would probably take the Chiefs in this game, but everybody else already picked the Raiders, so we're gonna go.
The
with
Raiders.
Go to that Washington Titans game,
Niners.
please.
Niners.
Titans.
Titans win that game.
Yeah, probably. I'm
don't
gonna
want to-
go Niners. This is week 6 or week 5. Trey Lance probably a little bit better. I'd go
Or he's
Niners.
benched, one or the other.
I don't love
Yeah.
Trey Lance. I'm gonna pick the Panthers there. I'm not high on Trey Lance. I've been.
What do you
I'm
think,
fine with the
Austin?
Panthers.
Bad.
I'm fine with the Panthers then.
Okay,
Kyle?
Justin. No, Kyle said 49ers.
I said
No,
Niners.
Okay, Justin.
I said 49ers. So
I'm more
Oh,
of the
okay.
Niners on this one.
okay, I like it. Imagine because of Justin, we're 100% correct on the ones Justin picked. Imagine.
I would love
Uh,
that, dude.
That'd be amazing. After that, I'm making Justin pick all my bets.
Oh god.
Oh, 100%.
We already thought of that DraftKings thing. We don't need to go off of this too.
DraftKings sponsor us. Put your contact down in the.
Oh, this is this could be a great fantasy week. That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
Okay, I think the one above that's pretty obvious too, Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know about this one. Probably
I
the
think we can
Eagles,
talk
right?
about
Alright,
that.
I
We can
just
talk
feel
about
like-
that.
Yeah.
Dallas is not starting 1 and 5, so I feel like they win that second one. They're 2 and 4
Yeah.
after week 6.
Yeah.
Everybody's calling for
Rough
Mike
start.
McCarthy's job.
Dallas has an easier second half schedule. Awesome. Keep that in mind.
Okay, so let's do
Yeah,
that. Well,
but-
the Eagles have an easier first half schedule though. Like,
Yes.
well, they have an
All
easier
right.
schedule in general.
Let's talk Bills
probably
Chiefs,
that,
boys.
right?
I'm not gonna
Okay.
say that. I'm not gonna say that yet. Let's talk Bills Chiefs.
Bills. Allen gets revenge.
I got
No,
the Chiefs. I got the
Chiefs.
Chiefs. At
I'm on the
home.
Chiefs.
They
At
finally have to
home.
I
win their
got the
home.
Chiefs
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, it's 4.
I got outvoted. Bills just Josh Allen's gonna get revenge. in my
Listen,
But see-
Kyle, it's a fair pick because we're tossing them up because the games are going to be close. Like, it's a fair pick.
Yes.
I'm just
Yeah.
going to take the home field there.
And the way we come into this, Bills are 5-0. Chiefs needing to make a statement. I think they do.
That's fair. All right.
I think that the Chargers continue their run. I really do.
I'm
They
with
just
you.
continue this crazy 5-1 run.
I'm
Dolphins.
Cold weather team going to Miami. Have a problem with it. Miami's going to pick that one up.
Dude,
Yeah,
Kirk
I'm fine
Cousins
with
gonna throw for like 150 and like 4 interceptions probably. So Xavier Howard just gonna run his shit.
And then people will start calling for his job the next week. He'll be like, "You like that?" and throws 500.
Exactly. I think the Colts win this game.
I think they
I
split,
agree.
so I'm going to give Tennessee the nod there.
Yeah,
You
because
guys can
Tennessee lost the
disagree.
last one.
Okay, that's fair.
I'll
I'm
give them
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
That's more.
That.
Week 7, though, Deshaun back. If it's not appealed, can he make a difference?
Not in
No,
the
it's his
first game
first
back.
week. I agree. Not in the first game back.
I'm just curious if he'll be like so pissed that he just goes off.
I just don't see it, man.
I'm not gonna do that
We'll
one. Okay.
Because he's not banned from practice, right?
I don't know.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. Is really the answer to
I'm
that.
saying, like, as it stands, he's not banned from practice. He just can't start, right?
Yes,
Not
correct.
that I'm
You are
aware
correct.
of.
So coming out from that, yes, he wouldn't have in game. I don't change the pick, but I'm just thinking. I think that's a closer game.
Yeah.
For me, it's more about football shape and getting your he hasn't played
Fine,
football in a year and a half.
Austin. 11. Anyways. Okay. So.
Dolphins home
Dolphins.
against Steelers. Dolphins.
Dolphins get 2 in a row. I like it.
I'm taking the Steelers only because of Najee Harris, and I think Mitch Trubisky's going to be better than we think he's going to be. But you
Is
can
he
disagree.
better than Tua Tagovailoa though?
With
Tua turn the ball over. What are we talking about?
with the weapons, no, but with the run game, maybe. Because I don't think the Dolphins have a good run game. I just don't.
I actually think, now that I think about this, I think that TJ Watt runs over the Dolphins. I
That's-
really do.
That's also another factor.
I'm picking Steelers for sure.
The Steelers' defense is better than Miami's, and I don't think that the offenses are all that different.
Yeah.
I like the
Okay.
Steelers' weapons. I like the Dolphins' weapons more, but I think the Steelers' defense can pull that one.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so let's go Giants
Giants.
versus Jags. I think Jags win this game. I think
I've got
Trevor
the
Lawrence
Giants
as
in that
well.
one.
Giants.
Okay,
Saquon's
Giants.
gonna
Yeah.
run over that defense.
Saquon's
I
going
I
to
will
say
say it all depends
Assuming-
on how good Ty Law is this year.
That's fair.
I think if he takes a step, I think he can carry the team. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going to
fair.
say that game depends all about Saquon's health. If Saquon is healthy, they're going to win that game.
I
I
agree.
don't know.
think that's
James
fine.
Robinson is also good on the other side. Like, it's,
Yeah,
Plus, they're
but
gonna
he's
have
not
what's his
Saquon,
name,
dog.
Travis Etienne, right? They're gonna have
Yeah.
him back.
But neither of
Yeah.
those dudes are Saquon.
No,
but they both add up to be Saquon.
No. No.
If you add them
Hold on.
together,
It
they're
depends.
best of each.
it depends on which Saquon you get. He looks like the actual
He looks
drafted.
like a Mack truck in that video earlier.
He did, but again,
He
I
looks
mean,
like legendary.
we'll see. That was the Giants' defense. So
That's fair.
Yes.
I've got the Cowboys in that one. I really.
Yeah, I agree. Cowboys.
Cowboys are gonna have
Uh,
to. Yeah,
I think the
I've got
Commanders
the
win this
Commanders.
game. Yeah, I got the
Yeah, I'm
Commanders
fine
there.
with that.
you got your boy Carson Wentz.
I mean, listen, I don't in my own predictions, I didn't even have them making the playoffs. I had them in 8 and 9.
Why
That's
click?
because of the
Oh, no, I
strength of
missed it.
schedule.
Well, that was easy. All those away teams get those easy matchups.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. I think that's fair. That's closer than you think it is.
Yeah, it is.
That's
It is.
closer
It
than
is.
you think it is. Yep, I'm okay with that. I'm okay
Cowboys,
with
I didn't
that.
get that one.
Yeah, that's not even a question for me on the other end.
Okay.
All right, so
All right.
Okay.
wait, let's see.
We're starting with the Eagles and Pittsburgh.
Eagles.
We have the Eagles at 5-1 right now, and I
I
don't
think
know
they
if
take a loss.
I'm not comfortable starting them at 6-1 because I just don't think they're that good of a team, and I don't. Have
I
that
agree.
Much faith in Jalen
I
Hurts.
think that this is they're gonna run over Jalen Hurts, and Minka Fitzpatrick's gonna have a great game.
Like, don't get me wrong, the
Najee
addition of A.J. Brown, and didn't they draft a receiver? No, I forget who. They drafted Jordan.
No, but
Davis.
they also have Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, in his second year.
And I don't love Jalen Hurts, so I'm gonna go with the Steelers in that game. I'm gonna go with the Lions there. I think you're right.
I'm absolutely going with the Lions.
The
I can't-
Lions. The Lions are my sleeper playoff team, and everybody's gonna think I'm nuts.
Kyle dropped his camera.
Oh God.
Okay, I want to clarify. It looks like we're Patriots fans, and we are, but they have a really easy start to the schedule, and their second half gets much.
I was
I
gonna
had them
say, it
going-
looks like Patriots are kind of cruising right now.
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying 17-0, so I don't know what.
I had them going 10-7 in my.
I
own
think that's the most-
predictions, So.
I think 17-0 is the most base prediction ever. So,
Yeah. We're
I
gonna go
think
with
the Colts
in
win
that
this
one.
game. What's this,
I'm
week
gonna go-
8?
Cardinals with D-Hop back, absolutely. Panthers against the Falcons. I don't think the Falcons are good. Literally could have them going 0-17, and it wouldn't be a bad prediction.
Fair. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next one here. Week 9. I think the Patriots do
Yep.
lose this one.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
It's a tough game. Matt Ryan's gonna have a good game. Simple as that. Can't really do much about it.
The Dolphins
bro.
over the Bears.
Hey, they got Eli Apple.
Okay.
God, Eli Apple.
Okay. I'm gonna do this because I do think that the Ravens win that game pretty handily, even with Jameis Winston.
I'm gonna take the Chiefs and the Titans matchup because I think Mahomes starts to cook. Seeing the
I also
pressure that
think
the
so,
top of
too.
the other
Mhm.
teams in his division are gonna be putting on him.
Okay. Lions Packers. I think the Lions could very well win this game.
Give me Dan Campbell, baby.
I'll take Danny Cammy, bud.
Kyle Austin. Any problems with that?
Now, I love seeing the Packers at 3-6, and I want them to continue losing. So keep it going.
Okay. Good.
Kyle,
I feel like
Kyle before the podcast. Don't bring your biases in. Kyle during the podcast.
Yes.
Fuck the Packers.
yeah, honestly, I think the Vikings win this game.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see the Commanders being that good this year. No.
I've got the Bucks in that game. At
That's a
home,
tough
absolutely.
game.
That's tough. It's tough. You can
Bucks are
you can
home, though.
disagree.
They get revenge.
Bucks are home.
Okay. I'm not going to make that one obvious because we don't. I
Have
think
to
that's
assume
fair
it's
as
been
of right
6
now. Yes.
That's fair.
Do we think they split? Right? We think they split.
No,
And-
I think the Panthers run through them.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
If
enough.
Christian McCaffrey is healthy, absolutely gonna run through them.
Okay, that's really it for what I feel are obvious ones.
I'm good with that.
Um,
I think.
okay.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Broncos. I'm going Broncos.
I'm
take
gonna
the
also go
Titans at home.
Broncos.
I'm gonna take
Because-
the Titans at home with the, Derrick Henry there. That's just.
I think Russell Wilson needs to keep pace. So
He's gonna have to ball. So I mean, I get it.
if
Yeah.
he's not hurt at this point in the season, and here's the thing, so my cousin's a huge Broncos fan, so I know he's a little biased, but I do respect his football IQ as well. They do have their defense is always really good. And
Yeah.
I think it's always underrated, and they always play really, really well. So I think they
Their
will be.
defense is gonna be great. Okay, we're gonna move a little bit quicker. We're a little over halfway. So,
I'm taking the Browns against the Dolphins
Yeah.
with Deshaun playing.
yes, agreed.
in
I
his
think
third
I'm gonna
week
take
now.
Oakland here.
I'm gonna
Las
take
Vegas?
that's
Las
fair.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Jesus
I'll take the
I'm
Raiders.
gonna take
Yes.
I'm gonna take the Billy Bills.
Let's
take
take
the
the
Rams
Rams
on the
here.
Rammy Rams. I'm gonna take the
I'm taking Green Bay.
Cowboys.
I'm taking Green Bay at home.
Okay,
Green
Green Bay, and
It's
then
also late in the
Eagles.
season, so it's gonna be colder.
Yeah, you
Actually, yeah, no, I'm gonna keep. 'Cause I think they're gonna lose a few more next games.
This is
Okay.
where
Yes,
it
yeah.
for the Giants starts falling off for the Giants.
I'm gonna leave that one. We'll talk about it. That one's gonna be hard too. God, why are all these hard?
That's what she said.
Colts win there. Yeah, Justin.
Yes, Justin, coming in off the top rope.
Just for that, I'm choosing the Lions.
So
Lions
fine with that.
Giants is going to be very hard, but I do agree Lions.
Lions win that
I'm gonna
I
take the
agree.
Lions.
by 2 points. Oh, for
41.
All right.
Anyways, so
Are we taking the Broncos at home against the Raiders?
I want to because it's later in the
I want
cold
no.
there, and it's the I want to say they take it, and they.
I
Taking
wanna
the
see this.
Mile
division.
I think that's how it is.
High. Okay,
Yeah, division gets closer.
Chiefs are gonna beat
Chiefs
the
win,
Chargers because
yeah.
they're gonna split that. They're gonna split.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Oh
they're gonna split the
my
homes.
god, dude, the AFC West, it really is like that.
I've got the Bengals. Even
I think the
I
Steelers
think
win in
Steelers-
PA.
Because I
What
don't
if
think
they
they're going
rename-
10-0.
I
What
think
did
they
they rename their
end,
season?
yeah.
What did they rename their stadium? Whatever it is, Heinz Field. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Just
You're
something
right.
stupid.
Heinz Field.
I think
They may
that
have
they
to catch
win.
up.
They end the 9-0 streak. That is the final undefeated team. I think they end it. I think that's
I'm
fair.
fine
I
with
wouldn't be
that.
surprised if the Steelers do that.
I'll take Green Bay at home
In
in Lambeau
Lambeau.
against the Titans. Yeah.
Yeah. Although
yeah, and
no,
Aaron Rodgers
I
starting to make a push. I
I
think
was
he's
thinking
5-6
Derrick
right
Henry,
now.
dude. Derrick Henry could have a huge game, but
Listen,
Yeah, but
I
this-
think Aaron Rodgers said it a while ago. Keep calm. It's week 11 or something. Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
be fine.
love it. I'm actually gonna go with a Colts win
yeah,
here.
I'm fine with Colts.
Yep.
Okay. I think that'd be fun. That's gonna be a fun game to watch.
Definitely Broncos. Definitely Tampa. Definitely Raiders.
They're Raiders.
The Cowboys lost the first one, so I think they get that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Cowboys
I
at home
agree
on that one.
Probably the 49ers.
I think Green Bay wins.
Yeah.
I don't think
we
they.
can talk. We can talk about that one.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go back.
I'm gonna take the Titans at home there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wow, the Bengals go on a 2-0 skid after being 9-0.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Well,
that.
it comes down to Derrick Henry and the defense. I'm like, there are a lot of teams where I'm like, yeah, you can run over, but when you get to Derrick Henry, it's just different.
He
No,
runs
like-
through you.
Like I
Through your
feel like that's self-explanatory. Where even if they can't pass the ball, Derrick Henry's gonna will them to some wins, and that's just one of the games I think he does.
I think the Colts
Colts.
have a good
I got
win.
the Colts
here, a
there.
really solid win. 7-3 versus 8-2.
I struggle to pick the Patriots defense on the road against Dalvin Cook, but I
And
also
Justin Jefferson.
I also know
Thielen.
primetime Kirk Cousins because that's a Thursday. I have to go with the Patriots because I'm going with the I get Patriots football on Thanksgiving this year.
You sure?
My life is
Oh.
my life is complete.
That's hype. I'm sorry, FaZe family. I am watching football.
Again.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Dude,
Holly,
hold on a
leave my
minute.
camera
Hold on a
alone.
minute. I already have my favorite. I have my favorite holiday of Thanksgiving because it's about food, football, and family, not in any particular order. And I get my favorite
Football
football
number
team.
one.
Hold on a minute. I'm hype.
They played
Let's
the
go.
8 o'clock game.
I'm gonna take the Chargers in that one. Not gonna lie to you.
I think they get revenge.
They have to.
They have to keep playing hot, you know?
They can't not.
I want to take the Eagles there. I really do.
I want to take
can't-
Green Bay.
I can't,
I
in
wanna
good
take
faith,
Eagles.
put Green Bay at 5-7, so I'm gonna take the Packers there.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
I think the Patriots actually win one at home, but they
We're
lose
gonna
away later.
We're gonna have to talk about that one.
Okay.
Pick the obvious ones, and then we're gonna talk about the others.
That would be like a big finishing season game of last season.
There's your obvious ones. Half.
Okay, we're gonna talk about Patriots Bills right now.
Didn't the Pats already lose, or did they not play yet? The Bills.
They
They play
lost.
them later. They play in week 17 or 18.
Yeah, so
Right,
they haven't
okay.
played them yet.
Home, they're taking the dub.
I
We're
would.
splitting.
I was doing
I'm
the other
hesitant-
way around, actually.
Like last year? You think they're going to go into Bills and take it after?
I'm hesitant to pick the Patriots in either of those games.
I think that the Patriots win at home, lose away. I think that they do the normal.
There's
Don't
split,
worry.
I think, either way.
Listen, that's
There's no way they go
fine.
9-2.
I'm trying to be realistic here. The Patriots at 9-2, I just don't see it. But it's fine if you want to pick the Patriots. 3 of you
Hey,
pick
well-
the Patriots. That's fine.
We'll make sure we'll flip this when we get back. We'll make sure when we get back.
No, go ahead. Pick the Patriots. 3 of you pick
Well-
the Patriots.
Okay.
Broncos, because that AFC West is going to be tough.
I think that Justin Herbert sweeps them because he's pissed.
I struggle not picking the Raiders at home.
I struggle not picking Derek Carr at home in general.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm fine
fine.
with Derek Carr.
The Bengals at home against KC. I'm
They
taking
finally
the Bengals.
win. Yeah, they finally win.
You're not losing 3 straight after starting 9-0.
No, exactly.
I would pick the Eagles here, but again, I struggle not picking Derrick Henry against a bad
I think
run
Derek.
defense.
Yeah, I'm picking Henry if he's healthy.
I think the Dolphins actually win this game, and I
yeah.
think
I think that's
Colts.
I think that's Indy.
Yeah, I'm
We
with
have
you.
the Cowboys at 4-8 right now, boys. How are
Doesn't
you?
surprise me.
I was gonna say-
Their division's gotten better. They have not. They've gotten worse.
I wouldn't say they've really gotten
Right.
worse. Micah Parsons is going to take another step and be really good.
Yeah, but they don't.
Well,
They
that's
lost
the
to
thing,
Amari
too.
Cooper.
You have. Yeah, but here's the thing. I do think Cooper's great. I just don't think he's like, oh my god, they're going to be so bad without him. Like, that's my thing. But, I want to see Micah versus JT in this.
I mean, here's the thing: they're 2-2 in their division right now, but they're losing to all these other teams because the other teams are just better. Like they're playing hard teams.
I
They
feel
won the
bad for the
division this
AFC
year,
South.
which means they play the Rams, the Bucks, and the Packers. Like they have hard games. They really do. And they're playing the AFC South. We haven't losing
We
these
have
two
the
games.
Packers at 7-6. How can you call it a hard game?
Yeah. Oh well.
I'm gonna
So
take the Commanders in that game.
I'm
Giants.
always gonna take the Commanders in that game.
I like the Commanders
I'm fine
defense.
with either.
I'm gonna take the
But I
Commanders,
think Commanders-
defense because 2 years ago they were a top 10 defense. If they can get back to that form, it's gonna be real tough to beat.
Well, if what's his name's healthy this year,
Chase Young.
yeah, I think they're fine. And I do agree with you. I think Carson Wentz makes him better. So
Cardinals win that
We can talk about it.
game. Oh, boy.
I think it's
I'm-
closer than you think.
I think
Eagles-
Cardinals do.
Okay.
I'm also with the Cardinals, so I guess we can start there.
Yeah.
So just pick the Cardinals over the Pats. That's fine.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Steelers versus Ravens at home
Ravens
for
win.
the Steelers. I'm gonna
Ravens
take.
win.
I
I struggle not picking the Steelers at Heinz Field. I think Mike Tomlin's a great head coach. That's what that comes down to.
I'm with
Great
you.
coach at
I
home.
struggle to not take the Steelers again. I go back to the same reason for the Packers and the Ravens. Who the hell are they throwing to other than one person? Like I can't.
So
All
my
they have
biggest,
is Andrews now for the.
my biggest thing
Ravens.
is Mike Tomlin went 9-8 with a bad Ben Roethlisberger. I think a
Yeah.
decent Mitch Trubisky is an upgrade over what Ben Roethlisberger was last year.
Okay,
I'm fine with
hot
that.
take. I think Russell Wilson puts Patrick Mahomes to bed in that division.
Yeah.
I think that the Broncos win it at home in Mile High to put the Chiefs out of playoff contention.
Ooh, I think Andy Reid gets him over the hump.
Yeah, that comes down to head coaches, and Andy Reid is better.
Okay, fine, but they're
Andy-
still not in playoff contention. So
Andy Reid knows the gravity of the situation that he's going to be in,
Mm-hmm.
and great head coach QB combos, which I think, they have 3 of them in
Mm-hmm.
That's the
AFC
big one.
West. I'm not convinced about the Broncos head coach yet.
Although we don't fully know about the Raiders either, but
Josh McDaniels and Derek Carr are going to be just fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
but McDaniels has had his trouble, so we'll see. I think offensively they'll be fine.
yeah, Rams probably win this game.
I'm going to take the Rams at home, absolutely.
Okay. I think Deshaun Watson. We're assuming he's back. I think he wins that game.
I disagree. I think Lamar Jackson would be the step up in that game.
I'm gonna take the Browns.
Amari Cooper, you can say he doesn't make a difference on the Cowboys. He makes a huge difference on the Browns because he is their best receiver.
Yeah.
I think we as a group are very undershorting Lamar Jackson and the Ravens this year.
I don't want to undershort Lamar Jackson, but he's coming off an injury. They have no receivers. They only have Mark Andrews, who is fantastic, but that's all they have. If you put a linebacker and a corner on him, he'll only catch 3 catches a game. He'll still get 3, which is crazy, being double covered. But who else are they throwing to? They have they have Duvernay, who's a return man who also can play because he's fast, but he's not a number 1 receiver. Anyone on the Patriots can guard him, and they have no one else. Like
Kyle, I'm with you because I had them at 11-6 or 10-7 when I did this by myself. But we're doing this as a group, and we've been outvoted.
No,
It's okay.
I always stand with what we did as a group. I'm just saying, as a group, I
know.
think we are undershorting Lamar Jackson.
I'm sorry, I didn't do easy ones.
Oh yeah, go do the easy ones real quick.
I
no,
low-key
Cowboys
think-
win that game.
No,
Cowboys. Win that game.
Cowboys.
Cowboys win that game.
Nick, you tried.
I really did. I really
You
did.
really tried. I don't think the Giants get swept by the Commanders. By the way,
I do.
I know.
I also do.
I know you're very high on Carson Wentz, Jake, so that's why
It's
you're
not
saying-
about Carson Wentz.
It's not about Carson. It's
the whole
about the
team.
defense.
It's
So-
about the fact that they went 7-10 or 8-9 last year with Tyler Heineke, and they got better.
Yes, but with the Giants also got better though with an improved offensive line, a healthy Saquon, and 2 healthy wide receivers in Kenny Galladay and Kadarius Toney. The Giants will not be nearly as bad as they were last
That's
year.
fine.
regardless of who
They're
they
at
are.
5-9 right now. I think that's right
No,
where
no,
they're
I'm
supposed to
but they
be.
don't- Yes, I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying they will not get swept by the Commanders. Whether it's this game or the one previously, they will win one of those 2 games.
That's fine. You're outvoted. No, Kyle, great points. You're correct, but like I just said, got to go with the group pick.
And
The
you're
group
wrong. It's
pick is
okay.
wrong. The group pick is
we
wrong.
got to do the toss up Bucks Bengals game. You can't just pick them.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm still
Okay,
going with the Bucks.
We're starting
I
with the
wanna say-
with the Raiders and Pats, right?
Raiders.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders at home.
Yeah.
Though Bill
yeah.
Belichick's disciples have
think-
not necessarily done well against him in the past.
I will say.
Wait, that's a good point because he got smoked. Josh McDaniels got smoked in Denver. Worst team, obviously, but he got smoked in Denver.
Right. Vrabel's giving him trouble, though.
Vrabel's the only one ever.
Flores gave him trouble, but that's
Yeah, Flores did too. So he's
Yeah,
got
but then
2.
Flores got fired, so.
Yeah, well, that wasn't his fault. Anyways,
I'm gonna
I'd say-
I think the Raiders are just a better team.
Yeah,
Right,
I
and
agree
at
they win here,
the
though.
I think Pats start hot and then
And trail
slide like
off.
last year. Yeah.
I've
Uh,
got the Broncos in that game.
Yeah, Mile High. Kyler Murray can throw further,
Wait.
though.
Who do the Broncos have that can guard D-Hop? Like, who are their corners? I don't know.
They have good ones. They have
They
Kareem
do.
Jackson, I think, still, and then they have someone else.
I'd have to
They're
look,
good.
but they do have good corners.
They have good ones. I'll
Okay,
take them.
then
I'll
I'll go
take
with the Broncos. I do have the Bucks in this game solely because they're at home, and that's the only difference in this game.
I mean, I'm okay with the Bucks starting 13-1, so we can go with it.
I
am
had them
too.
going 16-1 in personal predictions, so
Woo!
we didn't miss one, did we, Nick? Sorry, I was.
I
trying
don't
to
think so.
look.
I double checked. I thought.
Okay, thank you. Sorry,
Yeah,
I was
you're
trying to double check before you clicked, but
Jets.
I think
Go
the Jets win that game.
I'm sorry, Bengals win that game cleanly.
just pick the obvious ones, Nick. We're gonna talk about the Pats, Kyle. Sorry, not sorry.
Every time we're talking about the Pats.
And we have to talk about the Giants every time.
We have been. We have been.
Not every time.
The Giants are not winning this game, Kyle. They're playing the Vikings.
I know. I
Okay,
agree.
we're fine
I
with
was gonna say, Kyle. The only time we don't talk about the Giants is when you go, yeah, they're not, and you do that a lot with that Bengals one. So
Not a lot. That's a bit of a stretch.
I think you've said it 5 times.
yeah, I'd say at least half the games you've said it
How many
almost.
losses?
All of these are tough. We're past the hour mark, so we're gonna move a little bit quicker as we are getting towards the end anyway. So,
Chargers.
Okay, I'm taking the Bengals
Chargers,
against
yes.
the Pats. I'm taking the Bengals against the Pats.
Yeah, I
I think
am
the
too.
Bengals are just better. That's just
I
what it
think
is.
so. I do think that Burrow will have some trouble that game. I think that they will win.
I think the Steelers are going to give the Raiders trouble because the Raiders' offensive line is not particularly good, and T.J. Watt will wreak havoc. That'll be the difference.
Kyle.
Kyle, keep the camera up, man.
I can't help it.
I can't see the Steelers 10-5, but that's okay. I actually think the Dolphins win this game. I think the
I'm
Dolphins.
fine with that because it's in Miami. If it was in Lambeau, it'd be a different story. I'm gonna take the Rams in that Broncos game.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
That's a tough game, but I agree. And then the last one.
I got the Cowboys.
I actually think.
I got the Cowboys because we had the Cowboys losing earlier to eat.
I think.
Yeah.
I think Nick should be pissed because look at the Chiefs.
Yeah, I know they've come all the way back.
Up.
They start 2-3 and now they're
Broncos
11.
win.
We gotta talk about it, bro. Come on.
I was gonna say-
Broncos won that game. Broncos won that game. Patriots win at home. We had them losing away. They win at home.
I'm fine with that.
Yep, definitely.
Snow game in Foxborough, right?
And they're not going four losses in a row either.
Okay, I'm trying to do obvious ones. I don't know if that's obvious.
I don't think it's obvious.
Yeah.
That one,
Lions.
that one,
obvious,
probably, and then
Green Bay, I
probably.
think.
I'm making
Green
Green
Bay at
Bay
home
Lambeau.
against- Yeah. And they need that win.
It's also cold.
Yeah, but
They're
the
not getting
Vikings
in,
play in a
but-
dome.
That's to put them in set, dude. That would be crazy.
The Vikings play in a dome. Also,
Yeah, it's tough.
go back to that Titans Cowboys matchup, just real quick. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure we're all in agreement the Titans win that game.
Yeah, I definitely think Titans.
Okay.
I think probably. I just think if click the Cowboys again because that gets them in, doesn't it?
No, it makes
No.
them this.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. They don't get in. So I think I'm okay with
There's
that.
one more week to this. There's 18 weeks.
Okay,
that's
boys. Chiefs Broncos at Arrowhead in Week 17. I'm taking the
That's
Chiefs in
crazy.
Arrowhead.
I am
Yeah.
absolutely taking that because it's Patrick Mahomes.
Listen, I
That
love
division
Russell
cannot
Wilson.
be-
I love
Although-
Russell Wilson, but he's known to struggle late in the year.
Yes. Also, next year it'd be a different story. Next
In
year
the
it's a
way
different
we
story.
did it, Broncos lost at home.
Yeah, I'm still fine with that. Matt Mahomes is going to go on a tear because he sees the writing on the wall and needs to make sure he makes the playoffs because if he doesn't, everything goes downhill.
Yeah, but
I
I feel the
think-
same for Russell. But I'm fine with either one.
I think Lamar Jackson plays spoiler and kicks the Steelers out of playoff race. I think
I'm fine with
that's-
that.
You can't dig the China on a bed.
I think
I'm going to take the Bengals.
this is a fight for first seed. I am also taking the Bengals. This is a fight for the first seed.
I love Joe Burrow. I love Josh Allen. I hate to love him because he plays in the friggin' Bills, but hey.
This is unfortunately exactly as I see the season going. Like Patriots not making the playoffs because these 4 teams. Oh, that's so annoying.
I'm gonna take the Browns because I'm assuming Deshaun Watson is playing. If he is not,
Yeah.
that's a different story, and the Commanders are winning that game.
Where are the Colts? The Colts are barely fighting for the division. I think that Matt Ryan plays a
They come
very
out
good
fighting.
game.
I'm fine
Yeah.
with that. The Chargers are gonna lose to the Rams here, and I'm not sorry
Which is
about it.
so crazy because they go all the way from 3rd to 6th. Oh, that would suck.
Which neither of them
Uh,
really has a home field advantage in that one because they're both in LA.
And the Rams have more fans in LA. That's the bigger problem.
That's tough. Okay, last
Yeah.
week. This is decides it all. I think the Raiders win the division. I
we
think the
can't-
Raiders win the division.
We can't do that without
Thank
us talking
you.
about it. Go pick obvious ones. Go pick obvious ones.
Okay. Try that,
Browns.
'cause
I think Browns just steal one.
No.
That's
And-
not
and-
obvious, so
and
we'll
We're
Royals-
talk.
gonna talk
yeah.
about it.
Talk
That's an obvious one. That's good. That's an obvious one. That's good. That's
Probably
an obvious
them.
one.
Yeah,
That's an
definitely
obvious one.
that.
I don't
Probably
think that's
that.
obvious.
Okay, that
I think that's
definitely.
obvious.
Probably
Yeah,
that.
I'm fine with that.
Probably that's a home.
I'm fine with
Not
that.
obvious. Not obvious though.
Yeah, definitely Bucks.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Go-
All right.
Okay,
Starting at the top, Chiefs, Raiders.
Raiders win.
I'm
at home.
taking the Raiders to guarantee a playoff spot.
Okay,
Awesome.
if the Raiders are what we're saying, I'm going off our like reality here with the Raiders at 12-4, Chiefs 12-4, and I mean just all within one game.
Which totally makes sense, by the way.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders are playing this good. Then I'm taking Raiders at home. It means McDaniels is coaching well. I mean, not Carson Wentz. Derek Carr is playing really solid, and everything's clicking. So I'm okay with that.
I want to take the Chiefs, but I get it. I want to take the Chiefs, but I get it.
I'm taking Jay Herbster, week 18. He's not making the same mistake as last year. He's not putting it in anyone else's hands. I think that he takes this last game to secure a playoff spot.
I'm taking the Broncos at Mile High.
I think Broncos win because they didn't win the last one to secure a playoff spot. I think they win this one.
I'm more of a Chargers on this one.
Let's go.
Justin spoke.
All right,
Let's
so
go.
The Broncos miss it by 1. That sucks.
By 1 game.
So
well, maybe. We haven't got there yet.
All right, we got the Steelers and the Browns at Heinz. The Steelers are in a must-win situation, and Mike Tomlin's the better coach.
I think Deshaun plays spoiler.
I've got the
It
Steelers
doesn't even
because Mike Tomlin's a better coach.
Okay. I think they win this to guarantee that first seed. I think that the Bengals win.
I'm fine with that. That's where I had them in my own. This is the tough one. I think we lose to the Bills.
So here's the thing. If the Bills win, the Patriots miss the playoffs, and the Bills are still second seed. That does not change unless, if they... But the Patriots are winning in? Oh, no.
Bill Belichick winning in.
But we don't have home field advantage either. That's an issue.
I have a problem taking us over the Bills because we don't have the corners to stop Stephon Diggs, and Josh Allen gives Bill Belichick problems for whatever reason. And it's in Orchard Park. This could be a snow game like last year where we literally only threw it 3 times, and maybe the Patriots pull that out.
We win.
But
I think that might be why we win as well.
Barring out, I'm picking the Bills here. I'm not.
It is January 8th.
I am picking the Bills.
I'm going Pats because I think either way we're making the playoffs this year. My personal opinion. And if this is what has to be in this reality, then we have to go 12-5. We go 12-5.
If in this reality where the West is shaped up the way it has, I just don't see it happening. I think the Pats' ceiling is 11 wins. I don't think they get past that. So I have a struggle putting them where they are.
So here's my thing. I think there's a couple of them that I would have given us wins earlier in the season. Like, I don't think we're losing to my game, to be honest. I really don't. But I think we sweep them this year. I know they always give us trouble for whatever reason. Coaching staff just can't figure out a win in one of them, like last year where who was it? Damien Harris fumbled the ball.
We fumbled on the goal line.
But I think we're just. I know they got Jalen Waddle and they have Tyreek Hill, and that's going to give us problems. Here's the thing: if Devontae Parker's healthy for the majority of the season, he's super underrated.
I'm fine with that. Kyle, what are your thoughts on the Bills-Patriots in Week 18?
I honestly think the Bills win at home in Orchard Park.
Justin's got a tiebreaker.
I'm not sure. I want the Patriots. I want the Patriots to win. We could win because of how much we have played them, and they were the big thing that kicked us out last year. So
that's true.
Yeah,
Bill Belichick's gonna learn.
Yeah, I'm on the way of the
Bill's
Patriots because of how they were the deciding factor last year. So this would be the second year in a row that would be the make or break.
Yeah, Bill's not going to get beat 41-0 again, but or whatever the hell the score was. I stopped watching.
Kyle, we lost this one. We fought a good fight.
It was a really good fight. I was on the way of the Bills probably winning originally, but that would be the 4th time in a row of us playing.
I think we saved this one because this one's big. I think that the Eagles win. They automatically secure, so it literally they're 4th seed no matter what. It literally does not matter. I'll give the Giants the 6th win.
They'll play spoiler.
I was gonna say Giants are gonna win because Eagles are gonna rest their starters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
So
I think either way too. That's always what happens at the.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
This impacts a lot.
I am gonna take the Packers at Lambeau. I know again it's. Every other so the Packers and the Bears play outside. The Lions and the Vikings play in a dome to their own detriment, mind you, because if they brought people into the cold, they'd win a lot more games. I just have a hard time not picking Aaron Rodgers at home, no matter who he has to throw to.
Also,
And Lambeau.
Just know it's do or die. It's do or die. If the
don't
Lions
matter, though.
win, if the
Lions doesn't
Lions
change.
don't win, the Packers are out. If the Packers win, they're in.
I'm more of
I'm
an
taking the Packers.
Aaron Rodgers with the Packers kind of.
I think that's fair, but that sucks for the Commanders. Like they're so close.
Well, here's the thing, too.
Commanders are-
I also think that the Cowboys might play spoiler either way and beat the Commanders because at the end of the year,
Yeah.
whoever's trying to get in almost always seems to lose that game to
Fair.
the team that's out in the AFC East. It's just the way it goes. Or the NFC.
Okay,
All
here
right,
we
are all
go.
set? Are we good with the way this shaped out, boys?
Yes.
Are we playing
I'm
all the way
very
to the
happy.
Super Bowl?
Yeah, we're going all the way.
Oh my gosh.
This is gonna be quicker though. It's gonna be quicker.
Yeah, true.
Rams win this. I think
Yep.
Vikings win that.
Okay, hear me out.
Imagine.
Hear me out.
Imagine.
Hear
Lions
me out.
win.
Can we
Hear me
do this
out.
as a meme, please? The Lions win.
Oh,
Hear me out. Jared Goff is better than Jalen Hurts.
no.
Dan Campbell
Okay, well that's just a lie.
is better than Nick Sirianni.
That I can agree with.
I agree with him that Dan Campbell is, and I'm not opposed to saying that Jalen Hurts is
Jared Goff
worse
did make a
than
Super
Jared
Bowl.
Goff.
But
He did make it. He has shown good flashes. He's also
Hear
been
me
like
out.
the worst quarterback at times. So
I just also don't know who the Eagles have who can guard Jamison Williams and DJ Chark as long as both are healthy. But that being said, the Lions winning a playoff game would be absolutely wild. Let's do it for the meme.
exactly. Let's do it for the
plus,
meme.
plus the Lions have what's his name too from last year.
Amon St. Brown.
Yeah.
Is that Amon Ross St. Brown? Is everyone okay with these three? I think these are fair. I don't think
Unfortunately.
Lions have
Yes.
DeAndre Swift, by the way.
The only one I think we really need to talk about is the Bills Chiefs here. I'm with the Bills in Orchard Park, but I don't know if everybody else agrees, so I want to make sure that we're all.
I am.
I'm fine with the
And-
Bills. I think he finally gets over Mahomes. I'm just saying I do think if it is Raiders and Pats, I know we're not gonna pick against the Pats against the Raiders. I just think Belichick against McDaniels, and
Wait a minute. Did we have the Patriots losing to the Raiders earlier in the year? We did.
Yes.
Does anybody think Bill figures it out? I just have to ask that.
Actually, wait.
I prefer the Raiders here. I do. I think the Raiders are gonna win that game. I just want to
But
throw it
Bill
out there.
could totally figure that out.
here's the thing: the Raiders are 13-4. Pats are only 12-5 in this circumstance, which means they're basically equal. Because the Pats, according to PFF, have a better, harder schedule than the Raiders. So, Chargers I think had the number one. Then it was Pats. Then it was Raiders. So I mean, it's a toss-up there where either one could have been.
Listen,
12-5.
this is the greatest 2v7 seed game of all time if this is how this shapes out, but I'm still going to pick the Raiders. I think
I'm fine
you
with
have to
picking the
go with
Raiders.
I'm
I'm
still
fine
with the
too, I'm
Raiders,
fine.
as nice of a game as that could be.
I'm just not surprised if Pats pull that off because I think Mac Jones takes a bigger leap this year with a deep ball and everything. I think if Devontae Parker's healthy, along with, I think it's a really, really tough matchup. Like I think our weapons are really underrated.
Well, these are
Yes,
some nice
Nick.
colors, guys.
Nick, your
I think these are obvious.
your NFC is correct. That's going to be Bucks Rams.
I would.
Fine picking the Bills. I think it's closer than we think with the Chargers.
Oh, I know it's
Bengals.
close.
I don't think Bengals get back though.
I
think
agree. I
don't
agree.
think they do.
I'm fine with picking the Bills and the Chargers.
Return to SoFi there.
I think I had this same scenario played out. I've got the Bucks
Oh,
over the Rams
Brady.
for a revenge game.
Justin Herbert, baby. That's what I chose on my personal one. It's happening.
I've got the Bills, dude.
I think
Yeah,
Bills.
probably.
At Orchard Park.
If they get there, I think it's
Yeah,
going to be Bills.
probably.
I don't think he.
This is the exact scenario I had play out.
This is
in
exactly
my
what me and
personal
Jake had, yeah.
predictions. I've got the
Tom Brady.
Bucks.
Josh Allen chokes.
No, Tom Brady just goes out on top. I don't see it going any other way. Tom
I
Brady's
just-
going to retire with an 8th Super Bowl ring. That's how it's going to go. That's how it's always been planned to go, and Tom Brady's got it.
And then 6 months later, he's going to come back.
Hey, Jake, I will send you this link. So you can
Send me
post a
Just send me
screenshot.
a screenshot of it.
Okay.
Make sure and send me a screenshot.
Yeah, I'll work on doing that after the podcast. So I'm going to close this. So we'll do. We're kind of late on episode time today. We'll do podcast polls next week. We'll talk about helmet stuff. We'll just start right off with that.
Do you want to give a quick recap of your COD championship?
Sure. Optic Gaming sucked balls, but LA Thieves won. So Optic came in 4th out of 8 teams. It wasn't. It sounds bad, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
LA Thieves won. Go Nade Shot. Love Nade Shot.
I think
Big
FaZe
fan.
came in
He's
second,
still
right?
playing.
FaZe came in 2nd. 3rd was Seattle Surge. Anyways, point being, it was great. Rocket League Championships
Are
started.
still going.
Optic Gaming made that out of the whatever the stage is called, wild card stage.
Yep.
And then Halo also had an HCS championship. Optic Gaming did win that. They absolutely blew. They went
Unfortunately,
22-1.
Nobody
Absolutely
cares
blew
about Halo
everyone
right
out of the
now.
water. So anyways, that's really it for esports. So
Hey, I am a huge Halo fan, but right now the game sucks. So.
yeah, it's tough. I'm actually gonna go play it right after this. So anyways, that is
We
it for
will
today, episode
Rocket League
24.
next week.
Yes, we'll talk more esports next week,
Or
especially Rocket
the
League
week
will keep
after.
going soon. We're also going to be starting fantasy football in just about 3 weeks. We'll be streaming our draft in 3 weeks to be exact, or maybe 2 weeks. No, 3 weeks. I'm right.
3 weeks.
So we're going to have a good time. But we will see you guys next episode for 25 next week. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to go check out the Instagram. We are getting stuff there. Check out the Spotify. We have all of our episodes uploaded on there. And lastly, make sure to go check out the Twitter. Jake posts every day because Jake is a legend, as well as obviously Kyle posts every day on the Instagram. So go make sure to check the socials. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube. But go check us out on Spotify. We thank you guys for listening, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.